Hey guys, and welcome back to Jurassic Unicast. So today, Jurassic World Evolution 2, the DLC has finally been released. So in this video I'm going to break down the 4 dinosaurs that have been released and also look into the update 1.0 that was released today as well. So exciting times, stay tuned.
Give me every time.
Right, okay, so there were 4 dinosaurs released today on the early Cretaceous pack DLC. Okay, so the first dinosaur we're going to have a look at is the Chronosaurus. So I've got 2 here ready, all ready to release, so let's have a close look at this beautiful dinosaur.
I've heard a lot about you, so here's a little about me. I'm Isaac Clement, but just call me Isaac, no need for formalities. Besides, in the park, we've got to watch each other's backs. Now, people think we're in the dinosaur game, but the truth is, we're entertainers, and our headliners traveled 65 million years to make this show. So let's make it a good one.
Right, so...
Okay, here we have the Chronosaurus, a predator that once ruled the seas of Colombia and Australia. Now get this, the marine reptile was named after the titan Kronos, a legendary ruler of Greek mythology's golden age. Pretty cool, right?
Okay, so as Isaac's just said, this marine reptile was found around Australia, which is quite cool, and all around the seas of like that sort of area, and it was in fact named after the Titan god Kronos, which is pretty cool. If any of you played God of War, you'll be familiar with the Kronos. So yeah, first reactions, I'll say the Chronosaurus is beautiful. I'm just having a look at the colours now. So part of the update 1.0, which is actually a really good addition to the game, which I'll do here. If you synthesize, say, the Chronosaurus here, modified genome, the skin color, you can now actually like see how it would look and change each bit like that. But also, you can randomize per egg. So if you're hatching, say, multiple dinosaurs all in at the same time, they could all be released with different colors, and I think that's such a great addition to the game. So if we release some more Chronosauruses, we'll see what colours we get. So I've got quite bad scientists on here at the moment, so hopefully they will do it rather quickly. But yeah, I actually really do like this Chronosaurus. Is that the other one? Yeah, so the colours are slightly different. It's got a slightly greyer back. And there you go, this has got more of a tiger striped on the back. So yeah, pretty cool. I don't know how they react with other marine reptiles though, so let's have a look. So it can have it says no shared territory, but it can be cohabited with small marine life. So that's one to look out for. And theirs is sort of like infamy level. Current sale price, so 820k. So it's a fairly good dinosaur. I keep calling it a dinosaur even though it's not a dinosaur. But yeah, it's another one added to the collection. So there's a little bit of description there. Yeah, so it says there the genus was officially described in 1924. It was initially discovered in 1899 when a small bone fragment was unearthed in Hughenden, a small town in Queensland, Australia. Further investigation in the area led to the unearthing of a near-complete skeleton that allowed paleontologists to gain a better understanding of the genus. So it is a massive plesiosaurid as well. So the height is 2 meters, it weighed 11.5 tons, and its length was 9.5 meters. So that is pretty big. Pretty darn big. You wouldn't want to see that in the waters. I don't think it's as big as the mosasaur. What's the let's have a look at the mosasaur. Oh no, Christ, sorry, the mosasaur is massive. 17 meters and weighs 30 tons. What one's there? So we've got the plesiosaur. Let's have a look. So yeah, 3.5 meters in length and 1 meter tall, weighs close to half a ton. So yeah, size difference is shocking. I think, was there one more? Yeah, the Tylosaurus. This is another biggie. So yeah, 14 meters and 1.4 meters in height, weighing 18 tons. So we've got a nice selection of plesiosaurids now to release into our lagoons. I think the Elasmosaur is quite long, so yeah, 10 meters in length. That's just like 9 meters of that is his neck. Yeah, Atombosaurus. So yeah, overall, I'd probably give the Chronosaurus about 8 out of 10. I do really like this dinosaur. I keep calling it a dinosaur. Right, okay, let's see if these are... So that's synthesizing. So we'll wait for that and I'll show you once they're finished. Right, okay, so the Chronosaurus are finished synthesizing, and as you can see down the bottom right there, the cosmetics, this one has developed a green Limpopo River colour, and this one has the Amazon rainforest, the Child Corona. So when we release those, one will have a darker green and the other one will have a lighter green. So it is cool to, you know, randomize the colors, because you never know exactly what's going to come out until you synthesize it. So yeah, quite happy with those. And next we will move on to, let's move on to one of the herbivores, the Minmes. So let's release these Minmes. So I've got 8 of them releasing. I didn't randomize the colors of these, but look at them.
Science is everything. It brought the dinosaurs back from beyond the brink, and it is keeping them here now. I hope you understand how vitally important this is. Oh, I haven't introduced myself. Dr. Kajal Dua. You need to be as passionate about our work as I am. I'll accept no less. Minmai is a relatively small, armored herbivore from Cretaceous Australia. What sets this species apart from other members of its family are the horizontally orientated plates that run along the sides of its backbone. Hence the binomial name, Minmai paravertebra.
So there we go, we have another ankylosaurid. It's almost like a juvenile ankylosaur. It's very tiny, but yeah, the colours on that are amazing. Let's have a look if we can get a nice image of that. Let's see if we've got any. There you go. So it's almost got like the same. So it's almost got the same body shape as an ankylo. Oh, but they're fine. In. So there might be too many ankylosaurids in here, and they might not be very comfortable. But yeah, overall. Right, so let's have a look at the information for the ankylosaurids. So again, length is 3 meters, the height's a meter, and it weighs about 300 kilos. And it says that the herbivorous ankylosaurid Minmi lived around 120 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period and can grow to a length of over 3 meters. Minmi is notable for its long tail and horizontal armor plates that cover its body, protecting it from attacks by predators, while its legs are usually long for a dinosaur from the ankylosaurid family, allowing it to run quickly. So it is like a proper, well, I wouldn't say a beefed up ankylosaurid, but it's still got the armor protection plates, but it has longer legs, so it could leave itself a lot more vulnerable to attacks like say during the Jurassic World when the Indominus was fighting the Ankylo. Although the Ankylo did get killed. I don't think the Minmi would have lasted as long as the Ankylosaur from the film. Plus, it doesn't have that armoured like hammer on its tail, which is, it just makes this creature look like this dinosaur look. It's hard to explain. It's like almost like a turtle without its shell, or its shell has fused to its body. That's all I can really say to it. So let's exit out to that. Let's have a look at what it likes as well. So it can be Right, so its cohabitation preferences. It likes sauropods, ornithomisaurids, ceratopsid, hadrosaurid, and pachycephalosaurid. But it doesn't like Doctor Wu hybrids, i.e. the Indominus Rex, the Ankylosaurus. So it doesn't like other Ankylosaurids, which is interesting to know. And it doesn't like Stegosaurids either. And there you go, there's his infamy rating. And there we go. Yep, so another nice little addition into the park. I don't know how often I will use the Minmies, but you never know. To be honest, I still prefer the Ankylosaurs, or the Ankylosaurus, over the Minmies, purely for that just like tankness that the Ankylosaurus has got. And yeah, like I said, this actually, you know what this reminds me of actually? Like a turtle mixed with an armadillo sort of hybrid. That's what it reminds me of. Right, let's move over to the Dusanga Ripterus. Dusanga Ripterus? I'm sure somebody will help me out, either in the chat or one of the scientists. So let's release these now.
I'm not sure about you, but I've not seen anything like this before. Check it out, the Dusanga Ripterus. This pterosaur would use its curved jaws like a crowbar, levering shellfish out of the mud before cracking them open with their blunt teeth. That's pretty resourceful, huh?
There we go, so Dusanga Ripterus. I think with this one I did release with different colours, if I remember rightly. So yeah, this one's got sort of like a darker body and almost like a blue tip. And that looks pretty decent. What other colours did we get? Oh, look at that. So it's sort of like got red, blue and yellow on the crest. That's really nice. It'd be interesting to see what colours that come out with. So mangrove forest, Pelophylax. Okay, so again, this one dislikes the Indominus Rex, which I think, to be honest, most of them do. And let's have a look at the database entry. So again, obviously all of these are going to be from the early Cretaceous period, and it's part of the Sangaripteride family, and it's tiny, 0.9 meters in length and only weighs 1.5 kilos. And the discovery of the Sangaripterus came in 1964 when Chinese paleontologist Yang Zongjin recovered by a partial skeleton from the Junggar Basin in northwestern China. In fact, the name Sangaripterus means Junggar wing, and further investigation of the site led to the excavation of a more complete skeleton in 1973. So there we go. And it looks like it preferred to live near shallow water and mudflats, as it existed on a diet of small fish, crustaceans and worms, although it may have preyed upon smaller pterosaurs as well. Experts hypothesising that the pescavor's strange appearance is an evolution trait designed to allow easy extraction of shellfish hidden in rocks. There we go. So yeah, it's got, like I said, it's got an elongated skull and unusual curved jaw. So it's an unusual looking reptile. So let's see if we can have a closer look. Oh, it has got a funny little jaw though. There you go. I can't say I've really explored the like the Avery side of Jurassic World Evolution 2, to be honest. I mean, I've done it for missions when required, but I've not really sort of created a proper Avery. This will be the first Avery that I've created purely just for this video, and I actually think it looks beautiful, and hopefully they enjoy it too. So we've got a nice little pool where they can feed. They've got a nice sheltering and rocks to sit on, and over here we've got like a nice little viewing platform. Yeah, I hope they enjoy the time I spent making this. So let's move on to the last and final dinosaur to release. I'm going to butcher this again. Werasaurus. Right, let's get into it. You watch, he's probably going to say something completely different. I've messed it up. Okay, so they're all the same colour on this one. I don't think I've randomised.
My name is George Lambert. Now, you'd think that dealing with prehistoric animals would be a problem. And you'd be right, as you probably discovered. But it's the unpredictability that really keeps us on our toes. Sure, the scientists can bring dinosaurs back, but fences keep them in. And without them, the fences, I mean, none of this is possible. Don't spend too much time looking at those plates. When it comes to the Werasaurus, it pays to keep an eye on this animal's thagomizer. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a swing of that tail.
Right, so the Werasaurus. So I wasn't too far off. I didn't butcher the name too much. But yeah, so we have another Stegosaurid. Let's have a look at its likes and dislikes. So it can live with Compies, the Sauropods, the Ornithosaurids, the Hadrosaurids and the Pachycephalosaurids. It doesn't like carnivores, ceratopsids, Ankylosaurids and Stegosaurids, so they're not going to like this enclosure that I put them in. But lucky enough we are on sandbox mode, so they shouldn't, and I say shouldn't, they should not fight with each other. So let's have a closer look at what they're like. So their length's about 5 meters, 1.2 tons, 2.5 meters in height. So quite a fairly big dinosaur. Weighs quite a lot. We'll have to compare them and the Stegosaurus to see the difference. I think the Stegosaurus is going to be slightly bigger. And it was discovered in China again, Dongziming, in 1973 while exploring the Tugulu group in Xinjiang. And the genus is named after the nearby city of Weihou. Christ, why does there have to be so many long names and awkward names to pronounce? So Ziming's specimen was comprised of a partial skeleton that featured numerous vertebrae as well as a near complete pelvis. And it roamed China and Mongolia around 130 million years ago, making it one of the latest genera of Stegosaurid to have existed. Experts believe that its short legs were adapted to allow for easy access to ground level vegetation. And there we have it. Oh yeah, so let's have a look at Stegosaurus. So I think that was, what, 1.2 tons? Stegosaurus. Yeah, it's almost double in weight. So 3.5 ton, the length is 10 meters and height is 5 meters. So Stegosaurus is massive compared to the Werasaurus of half its length, half its weight, and yeah, half its height. So yeah, it's exactly half the size of the Stegosaurus, which is mad. You just don't realise how big the Stegosaurus is. So there we have it. That is all 4 dinosaurs on the early Cretaceous DLC that has been released. I'm really happy with the DLC. I love, probably my favourite one out of all of them is this Chronosaurus, which I'm going to release again. Let's have a look at the colours on it. Just one more viewing. So there's our, I think is that a dark green one? No, so this is our lighter green one. And there's our dark green one. So it would be cool to see like having oranges, purples and blues, and just having like different stripes and colours, so you can actually personalise these dinosaurs a little bit more, which is, I think, is a really, really good addition to the game. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? What's your favourite dinosaur from the DLC? And yeah, and also post your pictures of your customised dinosaur colours as well on our Twitter. If you tag us in at Jurassic Unicast, it'd be great to see some of the pictures, like some of your dinosaur colours. So I'm going to end it there, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also one thing left to say: life will find a way. See you later.